Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the VybeShift Podcast. This is episode 29, and it's also the 9th installment in our Ask and Listen arc, the sacred power of receptivity. Today, I want to invite you into a space that's quietly powerful, subtly revolutionary, a space I like to call deep presence. Not the kind of presence that performs, but the kind that anchors, the kind that leads without trying to lead. This episode is called Deep Presence as Sacred Leadership, and we're going to explore how your ability to truly be here, right now, is one of the most potent forms of leadership available in this world. So let's breathe into this together. No rush, just presence. And again. Let's start with this idea. We've been taught in so many subtle ways that leadership means doing more, being louder, taking up more space, having a plan, offering direction. And while there's value in all of those things at the right time, the kind of leadership I want to talk about today is different. It's quieter. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't need a title or a microphone. It's the leadership of someone who walks into a space and instantly settles the energy. Not because they say anything, but because they actually are present. There's a deep magnetism in that because presence communicates something words never could. It says, I'm not trying to fix you. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm grounded. And I'm not leaving my center. That is sacred leadership. Let me tell you something I've come to learn over and over again. People don't follow charisma, not for long anyway. They follow coherence. They follow the people whose nervous systems make them feel safe, the ones who don't try to dominate the moment, but instead become anchored in it. And you know what? That kind of presence doesn't require status or applause. It just requires you, fully, quietly, honestly. Now let's talk about why this matters right now. We're in a time when noise is everywhere, social media, constant input, spiritual opinions flying around. Even well-meaning advice can become overwhelming. If you're receptive, which I know you are because you're listening to this arc, you might feel like you're constantly being pulled in different directions. That's where presence becomes more than a practice. It becomes a filter. When you're truly in your body, when your awareness is here in this breath, in this heartbeat, you can feel what's true. You can feel what's yours, and you can lead yourself from that place. Because here's the secret. Sacred leadership isn't just about leading others. It's about leading your own energy, your own choices, your own responses. When you're present, you become sovereign, and that sovereignty is magnetic. Let me offer you 3 gentle truths about presence as leadership. 1. Presence before action. Before you do anything, just return to yourself. Come back home. That single breath of reconnection will guide you to the next step more often than any amount of overthinking ever will. 2. Listening before speaking. When you listen deeply, not just to others, but to the moment itself, you start to notice that the next words or actions arrive on their own. You don't have to manufacture your message. You just need to speak from truth. 3. Coherence before influence. Your inner harmony, the way your breath, body, and intention align. That's what people feel. That's what shapes the room. That's the transmission that requires no marketing. Let's slow it down now and move into a practice together. We'll now do the expanding exercise called Embodying the Still Core. Go ahead and close your eyes if that's safe to do so, or just soften your gaze and let your body settle. Place one hand over your heart and the other over your belly. Feel the rise and the fall. No pressure, no goal, just here. Take a breath in. Hold it gently. Now exhale longer than your inhale. Do that again. And one more time. Now, in a soft whisper or just in your thoughts, say, I am here, I am now, I am the still core. Imagine now, right in the center of your being, there's a beautiful golden throne. No fancy, no royal in the traditional sense, but sacred, solid, timeless. This is your inner seat of leadership. This is where your soul rests. Now, sit on that throne in your mind and feel what it's like to lead without chasing, without proving, just by being. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath guide you back. Whisper once more, I do not chase clarity, I become it. Feel your energy return to you. Any pieces scattered in the past, any cords tied to the future worry, just gently call them back. I call back all parts of me. I return to my throne. I lead from here. Let yourself rest in that for a moment. Now when you're ready, take one more breath and open your eyes gently. So, how did that feel? That is sacred leadership. Not a performance, not a persona, just a presence, fully rooted in truth. And here's what I want to leave you with today. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You just have to be the clearest. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need the courage to sit in stillness long enough for the truth to rise. You don't need a stage. You already have a throne, and it lives within your breath, your presence, your sacred yes. Tomorrow we arrive at the final episode of this arc, and oh, it's a big one. We'll step into the grand receiving, the moment where we open fully to the divine yes. But for now, let presence be enough. Let your being be the offering. Let your silence ripple louder than noise. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Your presence is the shift.